James Swartz, Principal and Managing Attorney at Swartz & Swartz PC. What happens if during the course of litigation in a plaintiff's case, the plaintiff passes away tragically, or the defendant, that is the negligent party, passes away? Does the case still proceed? What are the elements that need to be addressed in order for that to happen? The short answer is yes, your case can still proceed, but you need to be with an attorney who's knowledgeable about that process in order to take the steps necessary to maintain the case in good standing and to continue to seek justice for the injuries involved. So with the plaintiff, when a plaintiff tragically passes away, and it can be due to injuries caused by the negligence of the defendant, or it may be for other reasons. But when that plaintiff passes away, the cause of action under the law still survives. So it exists, but steps have to be taken to preserve those claims. So the estate needs to be set up, and there needs to be a personal representative for that estate. Oftentimes, it's a family member, whether it's a sister, brother, mother, father. Somebody else steps in and essentially becomes the client as a representative of the plaintiff's estate. And as the client, that representative, as again, a family member, is in a position to make the decisions moving forward, whether to go to trial, whether to try to settle the case, decisions made strategically during the course of the case. So all of those things happen and are important in being able to proceed. When a defendant passes away, that is the negligent party, again, a similar process has to take place where the estate for the defendant is substituted for the individual that had passed away. And then that estate then becomes a party in the case, and this case can proceed against that estate. So the same damages are recoverable, potentially, but some things to keep in mind is that the nature of the case may change quite a bit. So for example, in a case where a plaintiff who has not passed away is severely injured, there might be future costs for medical care, which can be quite significant. Should the plaintiff die, those medical costs for future care, of course, no longer are part of the case and no longer are an element of damages. So understanding how the death impacts the litigation in terms of damages and also liability becomes extremely important. On the liability side, if a plaintiff is frail or has significant injuries that could potentially lead to death during the course of the litigation, it's important that the attorney involved understand that evidence needs to be preserved, including perhaps videotaping a deposition of the plaintiff, understanding that that plaintiff, again, because of age, because of the nature of the injuries, might not be alive by the time trial comes around. And so being with an experienced attorney who understands these issues and can protect your interests in seeking justice is extremely important. If you have questions about your wrongful death or personal injury claim, please contact Swartz & Swartz.